Hello from Ponca and welcome to Buffalo Outdoor Center's cabin cooking video series. I'm Rhonda Mills, your host, and I'm standing on the porch of the Windridge Cabin up on the mountain above Ponca, where it is the perfect winter day for making chili. In fact, right now it's actually sleeting behind me. So let's go inside and get started. So I'd like to share just a few of the things that our guests really love about the Windridge Cabin. First of all, it's spacious. It has a lot of room, so if you have 6 or 8 people in your group, you have 4 bedrooms, each of them private. You have 2 full baths. You have a gorgeous view out across the upper Buffalo River wilderness, a lot of counter space in the kitchen, a dining table that easily accommodates 8 people, and my personal favorite is that beautiful native stone fireplace. To learn more about the Windridge Cabin, just see a link in the description below. I've been making this chili since the early 80s, so this recipe goes back a long way with my family. And one of the things I really like about it is how it splits the difference between mild and wild. So if you have 6 people in your group, you're always going to have somebody that wants it a little more hot and somebody who doesn't, and this chili just seems to be just a nice down the middle of the road. The other thing that I like to do is I like to make it about a day ahead of time because I think that's when it has its optimum flavor. But be assured, if you don't have the luxury of doing that, it tastes really great straight out of the pot after you've simmered it for the 30 minutes. So if you'd like a link to this chili recipe, just see the description below for that. And let's start making that chili. The first step is to combine your first 5 ingredients. So your salt, cumin, garlic, onion, and ground beef. Now when you're browning all of that, you don't want to overcook that ground beef, and you want to stir it pretty frequently to break up the meat and also keep it from scorching. It takes usually somewhere around 12 to 15 minutes to properly brown it because you don't want to brown it at too high of a temperature. A medium-high heat is fine, and you only want to take it to the place where the meat has lost its red. Once you have your meat mixture browned, the next step is to add your flour, sugar, a nice dash of ground pepper, and your chili powder. And don't be shy on the chili powder. I know 4 to 6 tablespoons sounds like a lot, but truthfully, it really blends in nicely, and I tend to use 5 or 6 for the batch I make for my family. Once you've stirred that chili powder and those other ingredients into your meat mixture, now you're at your final step where you add your beans, your tomatoes, tomato sauce, and tomato paste. You'll also add a half a cup of water at the end of this step. Be sure that you go back to your chili and stir it every now and then. Even if you're using a non-stick pan, be sure that you do combine those ingredients and keep it going as it cooks that final 30 minutes. So there you have it, BOC's chili recipe. Great any time of year, but especially during the winter. And if you have a hungry crew like our staff here, it is hearty and filling. Thanks for joining us. We love the Windridge Cabin. We think you will too. Check it out again in the link below, and we'll see you next time on the Cabin Cooking Series.